Okay, guys, I just wanted to make this real quick video because I happened to see this on someone's timeline. It's Rihanna and her baby Rocky, and they're on the cover of W magazine. But when we look deeper into this photo, there's more stuff going on. So let's take the W, for example. That's really an X because the W is two V's, and the Roman numerals, V is a 5. So when you put a V and a V together, that's 5 plus 5, which comes to 10. And 10 is an X when it comes to the Roman numerals. Now, you notice we've been dealing a lot with X, everything from Twitter becoming X, to Madonna changing her name to Madam X, to the X Factor, to X-Men. You'll notice they've been telling us a lot of X things for quite a while now, and still on the path, okay? X is unknown. X for chromosomes, like you have the X and the Y chromosome, female, girl. X, feminism. It's telling you, okay, this is a brand that's into the elitism. Then over on the other side, you'll see the pop issue. Now, this could be multi-layers of things. And you gotta understand how the etymology of words working is when they do this so-called art, that they, art, they're saying things and speaking things on different levels, different dimensions, different realms to people whose consciousness is in certain places. So this pop, and you really have to take the words too and say, okay, what could pop mean? I'm trying to show y'all how, you can see through the news, through the media, through the television screen, through the TV show, through the commercial, through the ad, through the poster, the bulletin board, whatever. This so-called art is communicating messages not only to the subconscious mind, subliminally, yep, yours and mine, but also speaking to others around the world, right? Global friends, let's say. So another thing, and I know you're going to say, oh, this is crazy, because it's crazy. These people are sociopathic, psychopathic, sadistic, sexual. The words, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist, they probably don't have enough words. But that's what these people are. So they do unthinkable things. And so, yeah, you can actually see that. Another thing, though, with the pop issue. Now, and I know y'all might say, okay, you're stretching a little bit here, but just hear me out a little bit. The pop issue as in sperm, okay, as in father, because, he has the Y chromosome. Okay, a father with sperm, okay? So, frozen. And let me explain this, okay? Remember I told y'all, I don't know if I put the video up yet. I recorded it, but I don't know if I put it up yet. Remember I told you, God, Yahuwah said Satan was building his army, his 10 times army, right? And so he told me different methods that he did. He's building them. These are basically soulless beings, all right? So one method and one form is through things such as surrogacy, right? Things such as doing things where the man is not having intercourse with the woman to produce a baby. The baby is produced by other means. They have machines that can do it now. Like, we've heard of test tube baby, but they actually have machines. Like, you don't even need to be in a womb now. They probably been had it, but so the pop issue as well. And I'm saying that because you got the pop issue, you got the baby Rocky on there, which the name means something too. Now, let me explain why I'm saying that part, because this photo is giving this for me. And to me, now you tell me if it's not giving it to you. And yes, they have it. It's given The Handmaid's Tale. And I only saw a few episodes of that, maybe like 2 or 3 episodes of the first season of that on Hulu. I think it's still on Hulu. Hulu is the one who created it. But basically, what I recall, it was some type of chaos or something that happened. And the civilization changed, and there was low birth rates and things, and basically they had started making women breed babies. Let me just cut to the chase. And so it was kind of like a enslaved, and yeah, women were surrogates. I remember this particular lady right here was a surrogate for some man. I don't know if he was a politician or what he was, and his wife, I don't think she could have babies. And so therefore she was the person to, the surrogate chosen for them, I guess, to have babies. But it wasn't just her. It was like that was life. That was the civilization. It almost reminded me of, yes, we going back biblical, Abraham, Sarah, Haggai, back in the days where they had slave girls, or what they called maidens, right? They called them maidens, I believe, right? In the Bible. And now, if you remember Project 2025, or if you don't, it's basically a bunch of laws that they wanted to start implementing. And, Trump said, I had nothing to do with that. I don't know what that is. Remember that? He was like, I don't know what Project 2025 is. Before he got elected. Then after Esau Paul got elected, so-called, right? Then all of a sudden he know what it is. But basically, it's taking things back to the olden days. It's taking, rights away from certain people. And it's not saying, oh, we're taking rights away from certain people. And so it's just a lot of stuff going on, even with giving money to women who have babies. I think it's $5,000. This administration, for every baby that you have, you get like a $5,000 bonus. So it's just like a lot of different things where if you can see where this train is taking you, okay, it's taking you back. It's taking you back in time. Black people, no freedom. White people, no freedom. I'm sorry, women, no freedom. LGBT, no freedom. Things like that. They're gonna be back in that closet. I'm telling you, LGBTQ. And so when they're done with their whole purpose of what they're, with them, yeah, you're gonna have to put it back in the closet. All right, they got locked up. Remember, the world got locked down, right? That's why I keep telling you to lock it in right now. Don't lock it in right now, because locking it in right now, you're about to get locked in. See, they help you put the spell. They help you put the spell on you, and this kind of curved me around. But this is especially for people who are believers. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And so when you speak things, whether you know or don't know what you're speaking, you can cause things you can come in agreement with things that's manifesting, especially if they're trying to manifest it, especially in the spiritual realm. So when they want things to go on lockdown, you keep saying you locked in and you locked down and boots on the ground, and you come up with whole songs for it, you kind of help it to come to life, so to say, right? Because words, it's turned into words turn into action turns into results or things. We're talking about Rihanna. She has a baby named Raza or whatever, Riots, and Rocky. And Riots, just like Ice Spice and her manager named Riots, I told y'all then that Ice Spice was an agent. She was a plant that was put here for the whole ICE situation. I told you way before ICE even came out. I told you that way back when she first came out. I said, oh, she one of them Cardi B people. Okay, she looked very Cardi B-ish. Okay, and it's for those people. And her name is Ice, right? Spice. And I said, oh, okay. And now we see the riots. We see when people are protesting. They have the No Kings protest and all this stuff against the administration and all of these things. And that's what that's bringing. And so I know that Rihanna's baby named Riot as well. Then you got the other one, Rocky. That's the harsh name there. That's Rocky Times. And RZA. Okay. And so, yeah, it's something with that. And then notice Nick Cannon keep having baby after baby after baby, even though part of me says the reason why he keeps doing that was when he came out and said he was a Hebrew Israelite. I remember that whole thing. It was Kanye. It was that basketball, that Kyrie. Oh goodness. It was that Kyrie basketball player. Okay. And they came out and said, we know we Hebrew Israelites. Big thing. This was around that time Nick Cannon came out and said the same thing. And then he had to come back, apologize, so he could get, he couldn't lose all his blood sacrifice stuff. Okay. And but right after that, Nick started having baby after baby after baby after baby with all of these women. And I said I felt like it was an act of rebellion, because he does understand the plot, the plan. He knows there's a depopulation agenda, especially for his people. And so therefore he is planting all of these seeds in these wombs and having all of these babies. Okay.